Okay, yeah, we're recording.
Tight.
Heck
Okay.
yeah.
So I'll probably cut that little bit out. So we're recording this as well visually, which you can go check out on our Patreon, patreon.com/barelycoolcast. And then I'll get our daties to introduce themselves. I am Judah Middle, co-host of the Barely Cool podcast, and also Ben's dad.
Ben's dad. It's not true, but all right. All right, I'm Ben Rowley. You guys know me if you listen to the cast. Hi, I'm Ben. I'm speaking to you now directly. I'm Ben. What am I supposed to say about myself, Dad? Is anything?
Nope. Okay.
Nope. All right, I'm Ben.
And I'm Aniesa, and I am dating Ben, going on a first date.
First date. So
first date over Zoom.
you guys
Social
just
distancing, people.
pretend I'm not even here. Just do your thing. Pretend I'm not even here. For all intents and purposes, I'm not even here. Just do your thing.
Okay,
I will be watching with my eyes like a hawk, but pretend I'm not there.
All right, thanks, Dad. Thanks. All right, so I brought you flowers. I can't give them to you though because they're over Zoom. But here, I'll tip one other thing here. But yeah, so tell me about yourself.
Okay,
Start with the most basic date question ever.
Yeah, my name is Aniesa. I just finished Bible college, so I just graduated from Bible college, and yeah, working now, and don't know what else you want to know.
Yeah, Bible college. I'm thinking about going to Bible college.
That's what I heard
September.
from Elena.
Yeah, I'm sure Elena told you. You went to Masters?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm thinking about going to Masters. I'm on the fence between Masters and Tyndale. Can you sway me between Masters and Tyndale? What do you think? You think Masters is better?
Yeah, I don't know too much about Tyndale, but I was on student leadership at Masters, and I loved it there. There's great people, so yeah, had a bunch of fun.
All right. I know Judah doesn't want me to go to Masters because it means I have to leave forever. Well, not forever, just for a little bit.
Separate from my boy. My. I can't keep doing this dad thing, but
yeah. Are we gonna continue on with this dad bit
I don't
the whole time?
Let's just say I'm your chaperone. I did for anyone listening. I've got a wonderful mustache drawn on because I cannot grow one.
Yeah, he looks awful.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
No, I will not continue the dad thing. It's too weird for me.
Yeah. You know what? You're right. I was kind of weirded out by it at first.
Yeah. No, just pretend I'm not here. Just pretend I'm not here.
Which program were you thinking of doing at Masters?
It's the BRE, the religious education. Yeah, the 2-year one. Because I've been in school at York for kinesiology for the last couple of years. So I'm not down to do 4 more years of school. So I'm trying to hit that 2-year mark. But yeah, I wasn't eligible last year. I was going to go last year, but I wasn't eligible. So I had to go back to York for a bit, do some more credits and stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, so now I'm pretty excited to go back.
Nice.
Yeah. Let's see. What can I ask? It's been a long time since I've been on a date, so bear with me while I think about some questions. How many siblings do you have?
I have 2 older sisters.
2 older sisters, so you're the youngest. Yeah. I hate the youngest.
Are you the youngest, or you're the oldest and you hate your siblings?
I'm the middle.
Oh, okay.
But my youngest brother gets on my nerves a lot. He also gets away with everything. Do you get away with everything?
You could say that.
The youngest always gets away with everything.
Yeah.
Gets their own rules. My bedtime when I was Max's age, my little brother's Max, was 9. And now his bedtime's like midnight. It's like my parents, I just watched my parents progressively get less strict as we've all gotten older. So, you can imagine my frustration. The youngest.
Yeah. I know my parents never really had any rules for us growing up. They just let us do our own thing. So learned from my siblings' mistakes, and I would say it was the more sheltered one. So.
Oh really? Yeah. My brother is my younger brother is the least sheltered out of all of us. He gets everything that we didn't get. But yeah, my older brother's married now, so he turned out pretty good. So it's up to me now to turn out good. But Max, the little one's the wild card. The little one's always the wild card.
This would be a really good time for me to still pretend to be your dad, but we cut that bit.
Yeah, we did.
Parents, and so anyway, no, continue, please. I'm not even here, please. No, please.
Let's see, man. I'm freaking out. I'm nervous here. You have any questions to ask me, or should I keep trying to ask ones? Okay, give me a second. Judah, what are you laughing at, bro? All right, this isn't fair.
I just didn't know what to expect, and I ended up feeling. I thought honestly legitimately, I was like, man, this is gonna be funny. Ben's gonna be like so awkward, and I'm just sitting up here watching a date, and I feel.
Yeah, you're just up at the top here right
myself.
now, and it's killing me.
Yeah, well, I feel more awkward than I think you do. So.
Let me tell you, I've never had a first date over FaceTime, so I think
I was warned this was going to be really awkward, so.
How is it so far? How would you rate your
describe
podcast experience?
We're like 5 minutes in.
Yeah, how would you rate it?
Are
so
we 5
far?
minutes in?
That's something I can do on this podcast. I'll do pulse checks, and I'll check what you think every little bit, and see. Hopefully, the number goes up, not down. You know what I'm saying? So how's it so far?
I think we're doing good. Definitely awkward, but I mean, what first date wouldn't be awkward? I knew going into this it'd be super awkward, so yeah.
I think the fact that we're not together,
I know,
is also the added awkwardness. And
what about having your best friend here, how does that add?
Oh, that adds an immense amount of awkwardness.
And that we're recording it for the public. How does that?
Also, again, these are all firsts for me. Never had my first date recorded.
Yeah. Well, you guys keep doing what you're doing. I'll interject every now and again. Yeah, what do you guys, talk about movies or something? What do you kids like to talk about? I don't know.
Movies? You have any plans for the next year, like traveling or anything like that? Or do you want to travel at all?
Traveling would be good, but as of right now, there might be a pandemic going on. So,
okay, you know what? You're right. I totally forgot about that. The 6 feet. But once the pandemic's over, of course, if it ends.
Right now I'm just working full time and stuff. So
are you at a church? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Are you like a youth pastor or?
Yeah, I'm doing children's and youth.
Oh, that's awesome. What church?
Central in Elora.
Where? Sorry.
In Elora, so it's like near Guelph.
Oh, okay. All right. So that's not too far away.
No.
Let's see. What's like it's kind of an obscure question. What's like a fun fact about yourself? Something that you don't that I can't see on the outside. Something that you do.
I was once ranked 4th in Canada for figure skating.
No way, eh?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Figure skaters are awesome.
Okay. Did you do any sports growing up?
I played hockey my whole life.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
You can probably tell from the backwards hat and stuff. I look like a hockey player. But yeah, figure skaters used to always come to our power skating drills and stuff, and they would teach us how to skate. Because for all of you out there who think our hockey players who think you're a better skater, no, figure skaters are way better skaters than hockey players by far. They would come in and show us what to do, and so yeah, that's awesome to hear that you were ranked so high. And I don't understand how you do all those twirls and stuff, by the way. I can skate forward pretty fast, but when it comes to jumping in the air, can't do it. How long have you been figure skating for?
So I skated really competitively until about grade 10 or 11, and then after that I quit because I just didn't love it anymore. So then took a few years off, went and started coaching skating, and then just kind of fell back in love with it and went back.
Oh, you went back after that?
Yeah.
So are you still doing it now then?
No, I don't.
No, not anymore. Yeah, that's fair. With that full-time job. But yeah, so I'm assuming. So how does one get to 4th ranked in Canada? Do you have to go to special comps and stuff, or what?
So it was as an adult skater, so it was kind of less competitive, but it was still you just kind of went for it.
Right. Just depending on your average rank at competitions and stuff, they give you ranks. Oh, okay, that's cool. I never knew how that worked.
So
that's awesome.
For the regular stream, you have to work your way up, where you compete regionally, then provincially, and then make it on. But
I see. Okay. Yeah. So you eventually got to the nationals. Were you trying for Olympics in your life, or
no?
No.
That was a far-fetched dream.
Yeah. Yeah, those people are nuts. But yeah, what's the best trick you can do? Not that I'll even be able to know in my head, but what's it called? I want to hear what it's called.
I like just doing different spin combinations. So flying camel, grab, illusion.
Flying camel, grab, illusion. Yeah, see, can't visualize that. Let me see
just
a
reenactment.
Oh yeah, you want to give me show me a reenactment?
No, you can.
What's it called? Flying grab.
No, flying camel. Just if you're YouTubing
camel.
it, just do flying camel.
Flying camel. Let's take a look. 14 seconds. Hang on a sec. Watching it. Yeah, see, like that's nuts. Like I don't understand how you do that. Does the flat blade make it easier to like spin around like that? Because like I can't do that on a hockey skate at all.
Yeah, so like on a figure skate, you have like a pick, and then behind it, there's like kind of like the ball of your foot, which is like a little like curve, and that's where you want to spin.
Is it? Oh,
yeah.
I see. Okay, yeah, because with the hockey skates, I've tried it at practice. We always tried to figure skate, but we couldn't do it.
Yeah, I tried it in hockey skates. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you skate on hockey skates a lot now, or do you do figure skates?
I used to. So my dad tried to get like my sisters and I into hockey, and he bought us hockey skates for Christmas one time, and we're like, no. So we just used them for like outdoor skating and stuff.
So none of you guys got into hockey at all?
No.
Is your dad a big hockey guy?
Yeah.
Oh, brutal.
Yeah, we all like watching hockey together and stuff. We just never played. So.
Oh yeah. So you watch the NHL then?
Yes.
All right, this is an important question. What's your favorite team?
I know. This might end things. It's not gonna go well.
Oh no.
I cheer for Boston.
No, that's the worst thing you could have said. Oh, Judah knows how much I hate the Bruins, bro. The Leafs, man. So you know how much I hate the Bruins. You guys knock us out of the playoffs every year.
Oh yeah, and it is the best thing ever.
Oh man, Brad Marchand is a rat-faced little guy. I don't like that guy at all.
Like, I can't disagree, but like they're the better team. So.
Hey. At least my players don't lick people.
It's fine. Like, just casual lick will get you through the game.
Oh, Bruins fan. I even would have rather you said Montreal Canadiens than the Bruins.
Yeah, no.
Oh man, who's your favorite player in the Bruins? That's another important question.
I like Rask.
Oh yeah, Rask.
He's always fun. Yeah.
Leafs could have had Rask, but we didn't get him. Rask is a good guy. I was hoping you wouldn't say Jake DeBrusk. Hate that guy. Hate Jake DeBrusk. But man, I can't believe it. Oh, so that means you just hate the Leafs then. You don't like the Leafs at all.
Yeah, no.
Brutal.
Yeah, I hate to break it to you.
You think okay, so do you think the Bruins were going to win the cup this year if it had kept going on? Are you were like fully set on them winning the cup because they were top?
Like it would have been nice. Would have loved to, but as long as like they get further than the Leafs, I was fine with that.
That's it,
so,
eh? It's just that Leaf.
Yeah.
You need to get past the Leafs, man. When we beat you guys in the first round, eventually, I'm gonna rub it in your face, because eventually it will happen. I'm still scarred. Years ago, what was that? 2014, 2015. We were up 4-1 in the third, and we blew it in 5 minutes.
Yes.
I don't think I'll ever get over that. My manager at work is like a diehard Bruins fan.
There you go.
So I always look forward to the Bruins versus Leaf matchups so that I can hope and pray to God that the Leafs will win, so I can rub it in his face. But I usually end up getting it rubbed in my face.
Yeah, both of my brother-in-laws are huge Leafs fans, so it's like whenever there's a game on, we're all just like in the basement, like
there's
very
the
competitive.
feud. So is your dad a Bruins fan too then?
Yeah.
Yeah, and and both your sisters as well?
Yeah.
Or oh man, you guys are a Bruins family. Do you guys have any Bruins memorabilia in your house, like signs or posters or anything like that?
So we used to, but my family, like my parents just moved to my camp, so they're like building a log home, so they're pretty much like living out of boxes right now.
Oh wow, eh?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. Where'd they move to, a camp?
Yeah, so we have like a property up by Espanola, if you even know where that is.
I have no idea where that is.
Okay, so we have Toronto.
Okay, Toronto, I got Toronto, yeah.
Okay, then we got like Perry Sound.
Oh, I go camping at Kilbear all the time, right near Perry Sound. So
and then Sudbury.
Right, Sudbury just a little bit farther.
Yeah, and then Espanola.
Wow, so it's far, far north then.
Yeah.
Oh man, it must still be snowing there. Holy.
There was snow last week, I think, but it's fine.
That's
a quick
crazy.
question.
Yeah.
I know I'm not supposed to be in this.
You can go ahead, Judah.
Are you okay? Like, again, this is going to be released to like people. Like, not a lot of people. We don't have a lot of viewers, but like, are you cool with people maybe knowing that you live in a small northern town, or that your family does? Or do you want me to cut that out?
It's an even like smaller town outside of Espanola, so it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
An even smaller town.
Yeah.
There you go.
So you guys aren't even that small north town. You're the smaller north town.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know how they do it because I need like some interaction, but they love it up there. They have like their little community, so.
So like, how many people live in their like general vicinity? Would you say, numbers wise?
There's at least like 100 camps, but they're all seasonal. So there's maybe like 5 of them that live up there full time, but then everybody else is just like only there for the summer.
Right. Wow, that would get lonely. Yeah, I'm definitely not introverted enough to live out there. Like I need that. I need the people.
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely move to Toronto if I got the chance. That would be the ultimate. I don't know. Would you consider yourself extroverted, or are you like a omnivert or whatever they call it? A little bit of both. Or are you introverted?
Definitely introverted, but I still need that. Like I need that interaction still.
Right.
So like social distancing not going well.
Oh yeah, it's killer. Yeah. See, I would consider myself far more extroverted than introverted. So like.
Okay.
So yeah, I feel you on the whole social distancing thing. It's killer not seeing all my friends. But yeah, I would definitely move. Would you move to like a Toronto kind of area, like a big busy city, or is that too much for you?
I could survive like maybe a month, and then
and then you're gonna start going crazy.
Yeah. Like I love like going hiking and stuff, so I need like the little like some bush.
So you would need some kind of like country home that you could go to.
Yeah.
In this like hypothetical situation where you're really rich and you have 2 houses.
That would be great. Yeah.
So yeah, you'll probably stick to your where is it now that you're living? Elora? Like right? So that's pretty like rural. I guess not like a city at all.
Yeah, it's like farm country to the max.
Oh, it's farm country.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't know if like I'm sold on that either, but just like a little happy medium.
You cut out there for a sec. What'd you say?
Okay, I don't know if I'm like sold on the farm country living.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But like, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't do it. My cousins are moving to the farm country like soon, and like I'll kind of see what it's like when I go visit them. But I honestly don't think I could do it. I can't spend that much. I can't like have to drive 20 minutes to go to like a grocery store. You know, that would like kill me. Like right now, where I live in Newmarket, right? So it's like I can walk like 2 minutes, and there's a grocery store. So it's like. I definitely couldn't do that farm country.
Yeah, no, the north is not for you then. Because it's like in Sudbury, like to get anywhere, it's at least like a 20, 30-minute drive.
Oh, man. I would like the cold though in the winter because it's gotten to a point here where it's not cold for long enough. So like there's an outdoor rink near my house that is usually frozen like all winter. But this winter it was open for like 3 weeks and then it closed because it was just too hot here. So I would love the north kind of thing, but yeah, I couldn't handle the middle of nowhere kind of stuff. that would be pretty brutal.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I can't believe you're a Bruins fan. I'm still thinking about that.
I know. I warned you before I told you too. I was like, this isn't gonna go well.
I thought you were gonna say the Canadians because I was like, okay,
no.
like I was hoping because I was like, okay, that's like still rivals, but not bad. I would have rathered any other team. Do you have a jersey at all?
No, but I have
good.
some stuff from like when they won the Stanley Cup. So.
Brutal. What is that, Judah, that you got in the thing there?
Because I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of you, Ben.
Yeah.
Is that you drew there?
Yeah.
Is the mustache there as well? Yeah. Yeah, Judah's the artist of.
Yeah, guess what? You can't see it, but it's reversed. I had to account for that. I had to account for the.
It's still reversed on my screen.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. I don't think it automatically reverses. Like I think it
looks normal on mine. I held up a Tim's cup to see, and it looks reversed on mine. But that's not reversed for you?
No, it's not.
Well, that's dumb. Now I spent all that time writing it out backwards.
Damn, that was actually. I'll give you the points though. That's pretty impressive.
Well, I don't need your points.
You don't need my points. Okay.
I'm getting antsy. I don't ever normally not talk this long on my own.
Well, I mean, feel free to talk if you want.
I'm not going to talk. I'm not going to ruin your date.
Well, you're already on the date here, so if you want to talk, you can talk.
Well, obviously, I'm a chaperone. I don't fully trust you.
So you're just sitting like off to the side, is what you're saying?
Yeah. Anyway, enjoy your date. No, just pretend I'm not here. Pretend I'm not even here. I'm just doing my own thing.
All right. All right. Let's see.
Okay, I have a question for you.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Me?
Hit me.
Or for Ben?
No, Judah.
Oh,
Get
okay,
back
no,
out.
sorry. No, I just thought.
You're not here, remember?
Yeah, no, I'm just lonely. It's fine. It's fine. No. Ask Ben.
Judah, I love you, man. You're a good guy.
What made you agree to this?
What made me agree to this? There's a lot of things I've done for this podcast
Okay.
that I dyed my hair blonde. I don't know if you've looked at our like Instagram profile at all, but if you go decently far down, you'll find photos of me with, I wouldn't say it was blonde hair, it was like orange. So anyways, have you listened to, okay, yeah, we did this episode where we had to eat like each a half of a full party pizza from Pizza Pizza,
Okay.
which is like 12 slices or something, but they're like square and they're like chunky. So the loser had to dye their hair. So Judah would have dyed his hair dark, and I have brown hair, so I would have dyed it blonde. And so I lost. And we went that day to like Shoppers and got like hair dye. Like I didn't do it professionally, so you can imagine what like blonde hair dye would do to like dark brown hair. So yeah, it ended up like what's a good way to describe it, Judah? Like a bronzy, like
copper?
Orange. Yeah, like a copper orange.
Oh.
Yeah, it was bad.
How long was it like that?
Oh, months. I had it for a while. Like the sun did good for it eventually, because it like I put like lemon juice in it, and I like would like sit out in the sun to try and like bleach it and make it more blonde. But yeah, I had it like pretty much all the way up until about 3 days before my brother's wedding, and I was best man in the wedding. So his fiance was like, his now wife was like freaking out like a couple of days before. She's like, I'm not about to have you in the photos as the best man with like copper hair. So yeah, then I went and got it like dyed back to brown. But it didn't even dye back to brown. They like toned it a little bit.
Oh.
And then like a week later, it went back to blonde again.
Isn't it blonde in your family pictures?
Yeah, but all the family pictures that my mom displays are like sepia, like they're like black and white. So you can't even tell. It just looks a little bit lighter than it usually did. But yeah, I did take family photos with it blonde. But thank God my mom likes black and white, because I would not have wanted to stare at that. But yeah, so to answer your question, to come back around from that story, yeah, Judah kind of just springs things on me to do.
I didn't even tell you that I was gonna do this. I knew you were asleep, and I posted on the story.
Yeah, he fully didn't. Yeah, he fully did not. I woke up to like checking our story. Like I went on my Instagram account, I saw our story, and I checked it, and it said, "Hey, is there anyone who wants to go on a date with Ben?" And I was like, I literally just sat there in disbelief.
You texted me. You're like, "What have you done?"
I was like, "What? I never agreed to this." But yeah, it's going pretty well so far. So I'm like,
okay, yeah. Pulse check. How would you guys rate your date experience so far? You didn't give me a number last time. That's fine. You just said pretty good.
All right, is it like a number out of 10?
Whatever number. I'm not gonna confine your creativity. Give me a number. Whatever feels good to you.
Like an 8?
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
okay, yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
Like an
so
8?
We're good. Yeah.
It's like an 8 out of 10. The 2 is the fact that it's over a Zoom. That's kind of pretty much it. And that you're a Bruins fan. That automatically takes a one notch down. I'm so sorry.
So let me just get this straight. You're saying this would be like a 9 because she's a Bruins fan. So that's
if she was a Leaf fan, it would be a 9. Yep, or any other team.
But so if it was in person, it's a 9 because she's a Bruins fan. But that still includes me being here.
Okay, you know what? I forgot you were here, but you haven't really been talking. Like you're just kind of standing there.
I'm trying to be respectful. How long have you been going for? Like 20 minutes, something like that? I mean, a little bit longer because we start recording a little bit sooner. Aniesa, how long have you been recording? What does your recorder say?
26.
Oh, okay. So not that. Like 22 minutes or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. No, keep going. You guys do your thing.
Thanks, Judah.
Talk about hobbies. I don't know. Talk about whatever you kids want to talk about.
Well, we already talked about hockey. But
hobbies. The good Lord gave you 2 ears for a reason. How about you use one of them?
Dude, I can't hear what you're saying over the sound of that crayon on your face.
It's Crayola marker.
Okay.
Washable.
Washable. Why don't you wash it off right now then?
Because I'm your chaperone. Do you understand what a chaperone does?
Yes. I usually don't talk. Anyways, yeah. What are some hobbies of yours besides being a Bruins fan and figure skating?
Yeah, so I spent like most of my life either skating or in school and not having time to do much else. So yeah, it's
So I
like
figure
now,
skating.
yeah,
That's your
now
big
that
hobby.
now that I'm not like in school or anything, I'm actually able to like take time for myself, which is nice. So
So
I like,
no, keep going. Keep going.
okay, yeah, it's like I like going hiking and stuff and just spending time outside. Like,
Have you developed any new like quarantine hobbies that you've been doing inside your house at all?
not really, no. Like
Not
while
really,
I was home, I was just like spending time with my family. So
That's good. Have you gotten sick of your family at all?
not really, no. Like,
Really, eh?
yeah, I was staying with my sister and like her husband. Then
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
like and like they have a son, so I was hanging out with him. So
I
my
see.
nephew
Okay.
is pretty cute.
Is he? How old is he?
He is 9 months.
9 months, eh? That's it.
Yeah.
That sounds really cute. Are they must be protecting him pretty much, like intense
Yeah.
though with this whole COVID thing.
Yeah, he doesn't know about like the outside at all. So
Yeah. He's never been outside yet. It's gonna be a whole new world for him.
yeah.
You guys gonna raise him a Bruins fan too? Then you're gonna corrupt him.
See, it's gonna be rough because it's like my brother-in-law is a huge Leafs fan. Their entire basement is decked out and like,
Yeah, that's a basement I will come to.
And then
But
my sister's like diehard Bruins. So yeah, they had a bet. I forget which playoffs it was, but it's whoever won either like Bruins or Leafs during the series, then that person got to name their first kid.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
So I'm assuming she got to name him then.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least never beat the Bruins, unfortunately. Wow, that's gonna be an interesting dynamic. I wanna know what that kid picks.
Okay. Oh, we have a new sign.
Leave room for Jesus. You're a chaperone. How much room are we leaving for Jesus here?
Whatever the width of the cross is. The width of the cross, I think.
Like 6 feet.
I don't know.
Here, this is my
like
arm.
how big is
cross.
Well, it's Christ size, so
Okay.
I would assume Christ is taller than you, Ben. I hate to say.
Hey, well, he lived like 2,000 years ago. He's probably like 5'1".
Is that proven?
I don't know. I know a lot of people were really short back then, not as tall as we are now. And by tall, I mean like 5'10", which is not tall, but taller than 5'1".
There you go.
Okay, so 5 feet and 1 inch. That's Christ's space.
Wait, what did it say?
5 feet and 1 inch. If you're going off that, I'll
5
go off
feet
here.
and 1 inch
Sure.
of room for Jesus?
Yeah.
All right. How much room is there between like a computer to a computer? Like, do I have to leave more room?
Oh, I'm just saying. I'm not saying you need to right now. Like I'm not saying it's not a criticism. I'm just saying.
We have to leave room for Jesus.
Yeah, just
All
a
right,
reminder in case you forgot.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
I'm pretty sure it's in the Bible. I'm pretty sure it says that.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure.
When you're on a first date on a Zoom call, thou shalt leave room for Jesus.
It's the 12th commandment.
Thessalonians 1:12.
Thessalonians.
I said it wrong. All right, take it.
Clearly. Goodness gracious. Anyway, no. Sorry.
Well, you just know everything about the Bible, pastor kid.
Thessalonians. Please continue.
Yeah, thank you for knocking us off. What were we talking about before Judah so rudely interrupted? Do you remember? Because I
I
don't.
think it's like Boston and Toronto again. Still not able to get over this. Okay.
Just drop it, Ben. Just drop it.
Okay, no, but what is worse, me cheering for Boston or me just like hating hockey?
No, that's tough. I see. It's like if you didn't like hockey and you didn't watch hockey, then I would like respect that because like I don't expect everyone to like hockey. I'm like, yeah, you can not like hockey, but the fact that you like hockey, it's like, oh, she likes hockey, and then you chose to cheer for the Bruins. It's like, oh.
Okay, technically I didn't choose to cheer for the Bruins.
You were raised.
Like the Bruins chose me, so.
You were corrupted by your family. That's crazy. Yeah, man. That will bring some feuds. All right. What's left to talk about? Where were we? All right. This is another question. Where is your favorite place on earth?
I would have to say my camp, just because like there's so many memories there from like just like spending time with my sisters there, like with my family and just friends and stuff growing up there. So.
Where is that camp again? What's the name of the town?
At Espanola.
Espanola.
But then you have to go like 30 minutes into the bush to get there.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, didn't grow up with like cell reception or anything there. So
No way, eh?
yeah.
You went, oh, that would be killer.
Yeah, they still don't have
friend.
Wi-Fi. So
They have no Wi-Fi out there too?
yeah.
How do they live? That's crazy. Like we have a friend, me and Judah, named Brianna, who lives in like Pottageville, and if you go there, you don't get reception on your phone, and like it's the most annoying thing when you're like when you're at her house and you're like, hey, like I'm here, and then the text doesn't send, and that's the worst.
You just have to do it the old-fashioned way and like go up to the door.
Just go up to the door and
like
knock.
it's okay.
Yeah. I only do that on first dates, except for this one apparently.
Okay, well you held the door open for us when we came.
You know what? That's a good
there
point.
You go. You're doing great.
All right. Yeah, I didn't meet the parents though. Sometimes I meet the parents on the first date.
I feel like that's like very intense.
Meeting the parents on the first date?
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes it depends. It depends on the girl, honestly, because it's like sometimes it's like she'll just come out, and sometimes she'll be like, "Oh, come on in," and then the dad wants to meet me, obviously. And then that, like, I think one of the most
millions of dates you've gone on.
Okay, well, take it easy, man. One, don't expose me. One of the
You haven't though. Like you just owned it. Like you've been on like 4.
Well, I mean,
four first dates, if that.
Okay, well, that's double digits, or not? Sorry, I mean, whoa! That's a good amount of numbers that I can form these ideas. Okay, so why don't you just go back to chaperoning?
I'll go back to.
I'll tell you. What was I saying? The most nerve-wracking thing, besides the actually being on a first date, is the handshake with the dad. That's the thing I always prep for. Oh man, another thing here.
Yeah.
Time spread brought up the Bruins thing. I lost count. Man, it's it's gonna take me a bit to get over that. All right, Judah?
Yeah.
Okay, I hate to interrupt your date. But I am contractually obligated to do this, so just give me a second here. Do you have problems growing a beard? Is your beard patchier than a pirate? Well, try out our sponsor, Copenhagen Grooming Company. They have a fantastic beard growth kit that can help you. Yes, you. It comes with everything you need: beard roller, activator, and cleanser. What you're going to do is you're going to use your activator every day. Then you're going to take your patented beard roller and you're going to use that twice a week. Ben, please, let me just finish this.
This man is doing an ad read in the middle
real
of
quick, let me finish this. You're going to use that twice a week after having rinsed that under cold water and using the cleanser on it. You can roll it on your face 10 times up and down, 10 times horizontally, and 10 times diagonally. For just $125, it can be yours. Go check them out. They have a beard growth guarantee. If you've used their products as recommended for 150 days, you are eligible for their growth guarantee. So what's the harm?
About this.
No, Ben, please. So what's the harm? Copenhagen Grooming Company. Check them out. They're our sponsor. They love us, and we love them infinitely more. All right. Yeah, you guys do your own thing. Sorry, just had to do it. Contractually obligated. Had to do it.
Yeah, you had to do the ad read right in the middle of it, right? Absolutely. Could put at the beginning or the end.
Statistically, it's better to do in the middle of the episode.
Oh, is it? Okay, right.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, that's right. Just hit our sponsor right in the middle. Thanks, Judah. And now, once again, I've forgotten my train of thought and where I was going because of you.
Why don't you bring up the Bruins thing again? Try that on.
Oh! That's not even funny yet. All right, let's see. All right, what is the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you? If you feel comfortable telling it on the cast.
Yeah, like it's not even that embarrassing because I think I was like 4 years old, so it's not even anything. Yeah, like it was when my family took a trip out east, and it was after like a really long day. We just finished like touring some sort of like brewery or something, and I thought my mom was sitting next to me, but wasn't my mom.
Ooh,
and I just like pretty much like conked out right on that person. Like I think it was on their lap or something too. Yeah, I just fell right asleep on her, and I like put my head down, but I was like, oh hey, yeah, no, you're not my mom. But I was 4, so it was fine. Like
that's like when you're like in public and you say like you think someone is someone, but like times 10. That's way worse.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But like I can pass it off as it being cute because I was little.
Yeah.
So.
Imagine if you were like 13, that would have been even worse.
Yeah, that would have been rough.
But I can't even imagine being that person. Like you're just chilling and then a kid just falls asleep on you and you're just like, what do I do?
yeah, she was fine with it. She was like, oh, no worries. Like, everybody's tired. It's fine. So I was like, okay.
Oh man. Oh man. That's definitely better than what probably my worst moment.
Yeah, what's yours?
I peed myself in front of my third grade class. Like, and by in front of, I don't mean like I just did it in class. Like I was reading a book in the front of the class and I peed myself.
How?
It was
Like,
okay. So listen. So it's a long
You said 10th grade?
third grade.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Okay, so it was every throughout the month there was 30 of us in the class. So each day, one person was in charge of reading in front of the class, right, for all 30 days. And this just happened to be my day when I just really had to go to the bathroom, like really bad. And I went to my teacher and I was like, can I please go to the bathroom? And she's like, no, it's like you have to read right now. It's your turn to read. I'm like, it is an emergency. I need to pee really bad. And she was like, nah, like you have to read. Like we're not gonna leave the class waiting. So I was like, all right. And that's why like I partly don't really feel bad for it because it's kind of her fault. But anyways,
exactly. Like it's not even on you, so it's fine.
Yeah, literally. I was just reading the book and I was in shorts, which made it even worse. So I was sitting there, sitting on a chair reading the book, and then the pee just started like streaming down my leg like a waterfall.
Oh my goodness.
And I was just kind of like, oh no. And then everyone in the class laughed. I got called like pee boy for like a long time after that. But the worst part about it was that the chair I was sitting on was a rocking chair that she got when she was like 6. Like her like dad built it. And he like gave it to her when she was 6. And she's had it her whole life. And I peed on it. And,
that's rough. Like
yeah, I know. And so it's like part of me feels really bad for like possibly ruining her childhood chair. But also part of me is like, you should just let me go to the bathroom. And none of this would have happened. You wouldn't.
Yeah, it's her fault. It's her fault.
Exactly. Thank you. You agree. Her fault all the way. I won't even say her name, but my third grade teacher, if you're listening to this, should have let me go to the bathroom in your chair. I like sometimes I wonder if she still used the chair, like if she got over it, like if she was able to like clean it and scrub it down and be like, all right, there's probably no pee left on it. I can sit on it again. Sometimes I wonder that if that chair is still being used, or if I like fully ruined it. And she was just like, I can't sit on this anymore, and then threw it out.
I feel like you can sanitize it though. Like
yeah, but like you never know, right? Because it's like you can definitely sanitize it and clean it and like get all the pee off, right? But it's like it'll always be the chair that a kid peed on, you know? That like for me, if someone peed on like my favorite chair, I'd just every time I sat in it, I'd be like, a kid just peed in this.
Not just any kid. Benjamin Brian Rowley
peed in the chair. Yeah, I think
when was the last time you peed yourself, Ben?
When was the last time I peed myself?
Yeah.
Third grade, maybe. I don't have any other memory of peeing myself.
I know for a fact that's a lie. I know for a fact that's a lie.
Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, okay. Bear with me while I tell this story. I've told it on the cast before, so
you don't have to. You don't have to.
No. It's public. She could find it if she wants.
It's like I feel like I need to know. So
yeah, I'll tell her the story. All right. Where do I start? Let me try and remember this story. Okay. So I was down. Oh yeah. Okay. So I was down at school at York. So I commute there. I was down there at like really early, like 7 a.m., 6 a.m. Like it was pretty early. Because I had like an exam at 9, so I was just there to not an exam, sorry. I had a test at 9, and then I had another class after that. But I was just there to like to study early in the morning, and so I was really tired because I'd only had like 5 hours of sleep. So anyways, I had to pee. No, I didn't have to pee. I had to poop. So then I went into the bathroom and I sat down and I was pooping, and then I was so tired that I was like basically falling asleep on the stall, like on the toilet seat. And then I realized that I was peeing and the pee was hitting the seat and spilling over the seat into my pants. So I kind of like indirectly peed myself. But I didn't mean to pee myself. I was just so tired. I was basically falling asleep. I didn't even realize the pee was going there. I've told the story. I can't remember the details. But the worst part was I had to go write my test after that with pee. And then I had like I had track and field after that. So I went and changed into my shorts and stuff. But it was like winter, so I couldn't leave in my shorts. So I was able to switch into my shorts for a bit. But then after track, I had to switch back into my pants, which had pee on them. And then
You're really selling yourself, so.
And then take a bus with pee on my pants all the way home. It was awful. It was a horrible. Judah gets a kick out of it every time I tell it. But like,
story.
But okay, but that's in terms of like when's the last time I peed myself. I don't think that counts as peeing myself.
It 100% counts. It 100% counts. I'm not trying to intrude on your date. You as a grown man got pee all over your pants and had to take a bus home. That 100% counts. I'm not saying you lost control of your bladder and like a child, but I'm just saying you did.
I did pee myself.
Yeah, you know.
I hope this doesn't ruin the first day of me telling you about me peeing myself twice, 2 occasions. One normally when I'm a kid, and one that happened like last year.
I feel like I can let it go if you can let go me being a Bruins fan.
Whoa,
that's easily equatable.
Okay, so you want me to put the Bruins thing to rest, and you'll forget that I peed myself.
Maybe.
I'll have to think about that.
I don't know if you can forget something like that.
I'll never forget it. All right, I'm scarred. It's also I definitely told it on one of the casts, so like it's edged into history forever, or as long as the cast is around. But yeah, it was pretty bad. It's just like I should have gotten more sleep. That would have solved the issue. I wouldn't have been falling asleep on the toilet.
There was a lot of things wrong with that situation.
What, like peeing on myself? Yeah.
That's probably the biggest one, yeah. I don't think anyone I keep talking about it. I don't think anyone can walk away from that story going, the biggest thing about that story is he didn't get enough sleep.
No, but it's like that's the root of the problem. And had I gotten more sleep, I wouldn't have fallen asleep on the toilet, and I would have noticed that my pee was going in the wrong direction. But it's a learning experience. If we come down to it. I now know never to fall asleep on the toilet ever again, and forget where my pee is going.
There you go, valuable life lessons right there. Glad I can walk away with that.
Oh man. But yeah, I'm sure. You know what? I'm sure if this podcast goes on long enough, Judah will somehow make me pee myself on a cast during a bet or something. We made our friend pee himself on cast. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Well, long story. Our friend Josh, he's been on the cast twice, Judah? 3 times?
3 actually.
Yeah, he's been on it 3 times. And
also went to Masters.
Yeah, he did. He went to Masters. That's right.
Okay.
Yeah. He's a cool guy. He was a youth pastor at our church for a bit, and then he left. But yeah. Anyways, we had him on cast, and we, like odds, like when you odds someone. Yeah. So we odds him 1 in 50 to poop his pants, and we got him. Like I think it was 27. We got him with.
It was like 37 or something.
Was it 30? Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got him. And he like immediately was like, "Nah, I'm not pooping my pants."
What are the odds you poop your pants on cast right now? Was the phrase.
Yeah, exactly. And we couldn't get him to poop his pants. We spent like the next 40 minutes trying to convince him, because like it's odds. Like, why would you even give us 1 in 50? If you don't want to poop your pants, say like 1 in 1,000, and we won't get it. But you got to respect it, So yeah, we were trying to get him to poop his pants, but he never ended up doing it. He just ended up peeing himself on Judah's kitchen floor. I'll tell you, it's really odd watching a grown man intentionally pee his pants. Like, there's one thing to like accidentally pee on your pants, like me. And then there's like sitting there staring at 2 other of your best friends and being like, I just peeing. It's definitely very weird. Did he get any on your kitchen floor, by the way? Or did we properly?
Oh, almost assuredly, but like I would have cleaned it.
But yeah, that's always just that like, it's like the chair. That's always going to be the floor that Josh peed on. That's a bummer. I'm surprised your parents were okay with that.
It's good to know you have that much power, though.
Right. Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, we got him. We're still. I think Judah's still a little ticked off that he didn't poop, because like we got him on the poop. But you know what the weird part about it too was that I'm going off on a rant here. Give me a little bit. He said like.
Oh, here we go. Don't even get me started.
Yeah.
Sorry.
When we were trying to get him to poop his pants, he said that instead of pooping his pants, he would take his pants off and poop on them instead. This is such a weird thing to talk about on a first date, but I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah.
He, and we said that is like, how's that better? You know, like how is it better to take your pants off and poop on them? But yeah, you know what? Let's cut this story out before I embarrass myself further on this. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Let's see. What's something that that bugs you, like a pet peeve? Do you have any big pet peeves?
Oh, we have a new sign.
Oh, this
This
is more
is more.
awkward for me than I previously thought it would be. Dope.
Pet peeve would probably be when people's words don't line up with their actions. So it's like they say that they're gonna do something, but then they just go and do like the complete opposite.
Oh, that's the
Like
worst.
saying you're gonna poop your pants and then not.
And then not pooping your pants.
That could be an example, sure. Let's go with that.
Oh man, that's pretty good. You know, you don't like people who are hypocrites. That's fair.
Yeah.
Is there
What's
there
yours?
anything? What's mine?
Yeah.
When people are Bruins fans, probably is the biggest
Okay.
one.
Okay.
They add another to the tally.
Feel attacked.
When they're what's it called? This is kind of a weird one, but you know, like much and many, like how they mean kind of similar to the same thing.
Yeah.
When someone uses much instead of many, it like annoys me. I don't know why. It's like programmed into my brain because my little brother does it all the time. Like, you know how it's like, he could be like, "How much grapes do you have?" And I'm like,
Okay.
"Nah, it's how many grapes do you have?" Right?
Okay.
And like, it's such a weird thing, but for some odd reason, like he says it all the time, and I like it triggers something in my brain where I'm like, "Many, it's many." I don't know
Are
why.
you the same way when it comes to like your and your, or like the different like thens?
I'm not as bad with that.
Okay.
Because I mess them up myself a lot. But it's library and library messes me up. I don't know why. Like, what do you say? Do you say library or library?
Library.
Library. See, that's the correct way to say it. Exactly.
Okay.
But some people say library. They ignore the R.
Okay.
And so I'm like, why are you ignoring the R? Judah seems like he looks like the kind of guy who would say library. Do you say library, Judah?
I'm not even here.
Okay, cool. You're just figuring something else to write on the board. But yeah, I don't know. It's little word things like that. Are you like a with like your and there and stuff? Do you mess that up, or are you one of the people who gets it perfect every time and hates when people mess it up?
Not perfect like every time, but I pay attention to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say I'm pretty good at the your and your, but I always mess up the theirs. And the twos. The twos mess me up. TOOO. The only one I always get right is TWO because it actually means two.
There you go.
But TOO and TO, it's actually astonishing that I've been through English my entire life and I still don't know like the fully correct uses for all those. Like, I know when to use them sometimes, but like sometimes I'll be writing things and I'll be like, which two do I use? I don't even know. And it's killer.
Sometimes the twos are hard, but like the theirs are easy. So how do you mess those up?
Right.
Like,
I don't know. I think I do that unintentionally sometimes when I'm just like typing and it's just like I just do THEIR when I'm not talking about like someone and it's like, shoot, I should have done THERE. But yeah, it's I think I'm getting better at it, you know, over time. I used to be way worse with the yours, but now I killed the yours.
there you go.
Very rarely mess up the yours. In fact, I point out to other people when they mess up the yours now. So I'm there.
So you're
But
that person.
I am that
points it
person
out.
with the yours, which I don't want to be that person, but I messed it up for so long. I figure I should probably help people out
There you go.
and get them to the good point. Because bad grammar is kind of something that's like tough. People don't like that.
Elena,
Yeah.
I think your AirPods are dying. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Are we going to have to plug in new headphones?
I think so. Okay, one sec.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's dead.
I'll just cut this out.
Don't tell me what.
How much time in are we?
Almost wrap up time.
Cool.
We've been talking for like an hour.
Yeah, mine says like 52.
Yeah.
All right,
So we're in like the 10 minutes where we can start.
wrapping up.
Yeah, we could start closing this out. I mean, we can get other headphones if you need them, but no.
You need new headphones,
there's
or you-
one that works. Like,
Oh, okay.
there's one AirPod that's still working. So it's
There you
like,
go.
if it just
Yeah,
completely
might as well
cuts
keep
out,
going.
will it go back? Like,
I don't know. Who knows?
We'll figure it out. All right. Well, let's say we got 10 minutes left. I have my final sign. It's a fan favorite.
My goodness, wait, what was that? Is that the Bruins thing again? I definitely have not brought up the Bruins that many times. That's an exaggeration. Probably like half that at least.
More than you would expect. So as your chaperone, which I am, I've tried real hard to keep my big old dumb mouth shut. But it's hard. I love talking, and it's that's what I do on this podcast. And okay, so what do I want to talk about? Well, I got to close it out. So numero uno for everybody listening. Thanks for listening. First of all, what a wild thing we chose to do. We have hats for sale. So if you want to buy one of our hats, go check out our Instagram. We're selling barely cool hats, baby. Okay, go check them out. $30. Go check out our Instagram. Send us a DM if you want to buy a hat, and we can close out. So, final pulse check. What would you guys rate first date experience? Last time we were at 8s. Did they go up? Did they go down? Let's see. You can be honest.
Why don't you go first this time?
Brutally honest.
You're waiting for my ranking.
Yeah,
This is what I'm
I
saying.
I was going to do the same thing.
It definitely didn't go down. So like 8.5, like close to a 9. Don't know if I would give it like a generous 9, but like we're close to it.
Okay. Yeah, I was actually going to say the exact same thing, like an 8.5.
There you go.
I promise I was literally going to say 8.5. I'm not just saying that because that's what you said. But yeah, 8.5, Judah. 8.5.
8.5. That's pretty good. I will give you my rating.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
From
So
an outsider?
I'm giving you separate ratings. I'm giving you like a rating for how each
This
of
is
you
intense. This is like the most intense
behave.
date I've been on.
How each of you behaved on the date. So, Ben, your rating is going to be on the bottom, and Aniesa, yours is it I before E?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yours is going to be on top. Do you care if we put your last name in the episode title, or do you just want featuring?
I'm fine with my last name. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm kind of worried about it this year. What is he going to do?
Okay.
So there's my rating. Aniesa, you get a 10 because honestly, what courage you have for doing this, first of all. Really bold of you, and I respect it. Ben, I took off 1 mark every time you brought up the Bruins thing. So that was my only thing. As soon as it came up, I was like, oh, Ben's not going to be able to drop this. And then I had to keep knocking it down. So Ben, you got a 3. Aniesa got a 10. I'm glad that you came on our podcast and are letting us post this for people to hear. And
thanks for having me.
Is there anything you wanna say before we close out?
Sure, yeah. So I agreed to this because Elena convinced me, and she was just like, you have to do this.
Go, Elena.
Love it.
Yeah, so great friend you have. And then I was like, okay, what's the worst thing that could happen? Like, worst case scenario, it's just super awkward, goes horribly wrong, and it makes for like a really good, like, worst first date story.
Or he
So,
talks about poop and pee like all the time. That could be also worse.
Didn't see that one coming, but I mean.
You never really know what this podcast is going to bring.
I'm not gonna lie. Worst case that's not even close to the worst case. Like you could have ended up like a quadriplegic or something. Like that's always the worst case. We've established that.
Okay, we could go worst case.
Yeah,
the church
worst
could
case.
blow up.
Yeah, we could all die. But even death is not the worst case, as we've always established.
That's true. I've always said that.
Death is not the worst case.
Death is just a gateway.
Baby.
We just said baby at the same time.
So, honestly, worst case, like date-wise, yeah, you're probably right. It just could have gone really awkward. Someone could have cried. That would have killed me. If someone like actually left this feeling bad, I would have been really upset. Like I wouldn't have posted it, I think.
Yeah, I don't think I would have been down for that.
Unless I cried, and then I would be okay with posting it.
You cry if you want to cry, Drew. That's okay to
I'll
cry.
cry after. I'll cry later. I don't need to cry. I'll cry later.
Okay, man, go ahead.
But thanks for coming on our podcast. Again, sorry, I kind of cut you off when you were saying your final closing remarks. But you could say anything. You could cuss Ben out if you want. You can do whatever you
Yeah,
want.
won't do that, but
Okay,
yeah, it was fun. It was worth my time. So yeah, it was a good time.
Awesome.
Ben,
Good
you
to
want to
hear.
close this out?
Want to close this out? All right. Thanks, guys, for listening. Jude, I hope Judah never does anything like this ever again, but I know he will.
Well, hopefully we don't have to keep doing first date episodes. You know what I'm saying? Wink,
Eh.
wink. Nudge, nudge.
Anyways, thank you guys for listening. Remember to check out Copenhagen Grooming and check out our hats because that's what you're going to be hearing.
Check out our
Yeah.
what?
Our hats.
Our hats. Sorry.
Yeah. Thanks for cutting me off. Anyways,
I heard
thank you guys for
something else.
listening, and we'll see you later.
Bye. And then you can just go ahead, and if you take the recorder, just move that little thing down on the side that says hold. Just like bring it down to like a middle point so it's not on hold, and then you can just stop recording with the big red button. I'm telling this to you
I
as well.
think I did it.
Ben.
Did I stop recording?
What does it say? What does it say
Somebody
on the thing now? What do the numbers say?
5551.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're done.
like it's just it's
Yeah.
odds.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna leave.
Yeah.
We're in the same building, so
Oh.
I'm gonna leave.
And then can you stop the recording and then send it to us?
Yeah.